right, all right. Positive energy all the time. You know how we do. Rep your city, rep your city. Everybody on Kick. I'm representing Chicago, aka Chi Town. Everybody on Twitch, everybody on YouTube, and everybody on both of my Facebook accounts. I am representing Chi Town. We have Wellington, Florida in the building. We have San Jose in the building. We have Fresno in the building. Shout out to all my mods and wrenches. Let's get ready for these trolls for 2026 and keep them out of here. It's up to your discretion on how long you get them out of here, depending on how egregious their violation is. Good to see you, Elijah. Positive energy, my brother. Good to see you, Rasta Man. I got a very interesting conversation for you all, for the ladies, for the men. And this is about relationships, right? Something that's very important. This is also going to touch on business, everything. And it's going to be information for the women and information for the men. Valuable information so you don't be out here making mistakes and you conduct yourself properly. Let's make that happen. One of the problems with relationships is the lack of realizing that men are the leaders. So we're going to get into that, and everybody has to play their role. Also, with men understanding what leadership is. Leadership is not bossing people around. That's not leadership. Okay, leadership is not telling your woman what to do this. That's not it. Okay, so we're going to get into that. Yes, indeed. We are going to get into that. Ladies, you must follow the leader. Okay? Follow the leader. All right? If you don't feel they're a leader, don't follow them. Don't marry them. Don't date them. If they're not qualified to step in when necessary, don't date us. Point blank, period. When we lay our foot down and we give a word on something and you don't want to deal with that, you need to marry another woman. You don't need to marry a man. Okay? You're just wasting our time and wasting yours. Serious business. So we're going to get in that. We're going to break all of that down. This is a heavy conversation. Heavy conversation. If you're a content creator, an actor, a rapper, you work from home, different situations, this is very important. Okay? You got to always conduct yourself in a certain type of way. You have to humble yourself, and you have to go along with the program. It's not always necessarily the man's program. I remember when I lived in Prairie Shores, and I had an ex, and we wasn't really on good terms, but we've never been on bad terms. But the ex ended up in a bad situation with some family members and was basically in transition from her apartment to buying a house. Things went kind of left with the people she was staying with, and they just, and so it got an emergency situation. I don't want to tell nobody else's business. So I was contacted and I said, okay, you can come stay with me. Now, I'm a very strict person. So as an ex, that's what it is. I wasn't doing no flirting. I wasn't trying to get back with them. They slept in the bedroom. I slept in another room. Right? I slept in the living room. Let them have the bedroom. I didn't sweat them or anything. And it was a 911 because they was working from home from the place they was staying. I didn't want to tell their business, but I just want you all to learn from the story. So they came and, I had the internet set up and set up their little office to work from my place. And I put my live streams and everything on the back burner because they got to go to work, right? And they work from home and sometimes they got to talk to the co-workers, the supervisors. So it's a lot of internet work and then sometimes they like go live or something. I don't know. I mind my own business. I ain't paying no attention, but I have to be quiet if the mic is hot. So I wasn't no idiot where you got to tell me to stay out the way, where you got to tell me don't walk past the camera. Well, I don't think it was a camera, it's just voice, but I'm not no idiot where you got to tell me to be quiet, where you got to tell me don't flush the toilet. I'm a full grown adult. You're an adult. You're supposed to know. You know what you got to do. Shut up. Be quiet so this person won't lose their job. Little time go by. The time went by. She got the house, moved to the house, got a moving truck. I went to the house, set everything up the best I could, and that was that. No strings attached. No trying to go below the belt, trying to holler at her while she going through something, and none of that. 100% just help and goodbye. And so I knew to be quiet. I knew, matter of fact, I bought a little light that any time she would have to talk to a coworker, she could turn it on and say on air. So I bought a little light say on air, and she could just turn that on. I know. Because what you don't want to do, you don't want to mess up nobody's job, nobody's way to make a living. You don't want to do that. But people will. People will come into your world and they'll damage what you're doing. Okay? So you have to protect, like I said, if you're a content creator on the internet and stuff like that, you have to be careful who you be with. Because some mistakes ain't no I'm sorry. On this internet, you make the wrong mistake, it's out there. What is I'm sorry gonna do? You see what I'm saying? And so, especially for you content creators or you people on the internet or you people working from home, don't have no fools around you. Don't know how to act. You have to protect your privacy and protect your reputation. And a lot of people, if they're really emotional and weird, they will ruin your reputation. For sure. So we're going to get into it. We're going to break it down. Ladies, this is going to be great information. Everybody's going to be great information. I tell you what, ladies, also send in those photos. Send in those photos. Y'all hit the like button, share and subscribe. Make sure we get the likes up. Okay? Make sure we get the likes up and let's get some more people to come in. Okay? So come on in, hit the like button. And ladies, send those beautiful pictures in. We want those pictures, ladies. We want to see you beautiful ladies. And so, ladies, please send those beautiful pictures in to PharaohElAton at yahoo.com. Okay? Send those pictures in and we'll finish in a minute. Or we'll get started in a minute, I should say. I don't know when we'll finish. You know how I go on and on till the break of dawn. So check it out. Ladies, send in those beautiful pictures. You women that did send in a picture, you look marvelous, okay? So, you ladies, put the hearts in the chat. You ladies look beautiful. Thank you very much for the pictures. I'm looking forward to expanding that. Let's try to get that to 5 minutes, 10 minutes long. That'll be beautiful. So, here we go. So, this is called Follow the Leaders, and I'm talking about relationships. Now, ladies, the men are the leaders. They're the ones going to put their life on the line and all of that. So when you start dating a man, you're looking for somebody that has great leadership qualities. You're not looking for somebody bossy. You're not looking for somebody who want to boss you around. That's not leadership. Typically, a man is really not going to really have too much to tell you to do. This is a fact. So if I get with a queen, I'm with a queen. There's not a lot. There's very few things I'm going to ask of her to do. She's going to pretty much do what she want to do. Okay? Let's start there because a lot of people don't get that part. If you don't understand that part, you don't get it. So if I'm in a relationship with a woman, what is there to tell her to do? Nothing. There's not nothing too much to say to do. So when there is situations where I'm telling her, do this, she has to take that serious. She can't blow that off. Now, early in the relationship is one thing, but it's up to a woman when you're dating a man or you're getting to know a man to find out, do I want to be with this person or not? To check their personality, to check their charisma, to see if they're too chauvinistic. Are they gonna exercise abuse of power? So it's up to the women really are responsible for the relationships. All relationships, women are responsible because women are the ones that have to make it a relationship. It's not a relationship until she wants it to be. So that's why all the responsibility is on the women Because if I'm trying to get with you, you got to be yes or no. You the one that decide I want to be with him or I don't. You could not. You could stop answering your phone, right, and all that. So you can't blame men after you decided to be with them. You were supposed to try to make all those changes before you got with them, or you should have not got with them at all. It's just that simple. You got the final word. And too many times, you ladies, you get with somebody and then you start complaining when you shouldn't have got with them. Right? Right? Yeah, we not. This, not that. Right? You understand? So that's very important to know. Okay? Because you're hanging out, you're getting to know each other, and you're supposed to see if this is somebody you want to deal with, and he's supposed to see if this is somebody he wants to deal with. Right? So you don't want a man that's bossy for no reason. That's not leadership. Okay? There should be very few times that he interjects. And so if he begins to interject, about something, you should listen because you want to be with them. You're obviously saying this is what you like, and you can't have your cake and eat it too. And so you can't be with a man and he says, hey, don't do this right here. And you want to argue over it. Because at that point, if you really feel he's just kind of ridiculous, you just don't be with him because he might be ridiculous. It might be ridiculous. And this is where the relationships go sour at because the women have to make up their mind, is he ridiculous or isn't he? You can't be there like he's on something, but then act like he's not. Either that's your man that is responsible, that's going to give you good advice, or it's not. It can't be that's your man, but you don't want to listen. Because if you don't want to listen, that shouldn't be your man. If you don't want to listen to what he's saying, why aren't you with him? Go find somebody that maybe don't tell you nothing or you listen to. I mean, it's not that difficult. Now, everybody likes advice, right? Everybody likes advice. And so if you're with me, it's fine to say, Pharaoh, why are you doing that like that? Why aren't you doing it like this? Most people are going to like that. So if I'm doing something a certain kind of way and you're my queen, I start dating you or whatever, and you say, hey, babe, why you doing that like that? Why you not doing it like this? Two things are going to happen. I'm going to look at the situation and say, okay, yeah, that do look like that's better. Or I'm going to say, no, I'm going to do it like this. Now, this is just friendly conversation. I should be willing to explain to you why I don't want to do it like that and why I want to do it like this. You should be willing to show me how what I just said, you should want to do it like this. Because when you do it like that, so and so, so and so, so and so. If you do it like this, it's so and so, so and so, so and so. Now, everybody's gonna love that. Nobody's gonna have a problem with that. That's not a problem. And we might can go back and forth for a half an hour, and I might still just do it like that. But I'm gonna appreciate the information because 50% of the time you're gonna probably be right. You might even be right 75% of the time, depending on how much you've already been doing what I'm doing. And you might have more experience in a lot of things I'm doing. So it could be very helpful. I'd be like, yeah, you're right. I don't know why I'm doing it like this. Now, if you're a man, if she tells you, why are you doing it like this when you could do it like that? And you see she's right. Stop just trying to be right and still doing it the way when you already see clearly what she said makes sense. If you can't come up with no real serious reason why you don't want to do it that way, you're a goofy. Because there's no reason for you to just be hell bent on doing something this way when your queen then showed you a better way. You can't be stuck on your pride when it comes to doing things, especially when you're a business person or you're trying to take care of some business. Anybody that's a plumber or a carpenter know what I'm talking about. My father was a carpenter, so I'm already good with taking advice on things like that because your father's a carpenter and he come down, you building something like, boy, you don't nail it like that. You nail it like this. And he be right. And then you nail it the way he told you. So a lot of men, we don't have no problem with instructions that make sense, that makes what we're doing more efficient. So we love a woman that's always checking us and what we doing. And a great relationship, you check each other because you're trying to make sure each other's doing the best they could do. That's it. It's not personal. She's not trying to put me down. Okay? She's not an egomaniac. She's trying to help me. It's that simple. Same with the ladies. Now, especially a lot of times if you come into somebody's world and you come into their world and they say, don't do that. It's a reason they don't want you to do things in their world. Now, if you become real argumentative over that, and it's their world that they're doing this, you gotta go. You gotta go. You're not. It's not. You gotta go. That's it. Cancel. Because you don't respect that person in their world, what they're doing. If I come and I got a woman and she does taxes or she does something, that's what she do. I can't come into her world and she say, listen, don't do this, don't do that. I got to respect that. If she's working from home and she got an office, and she tell me, that toilet's kind of loud. Don't flush it while I'm working. Don't do this while I'm working. Don't do that while I'm working. I work from home. I have to take that extremely serious, period. Because if I bust in that room and say the wrong thing, and the people at her job hear that, you can't undo that. You've made a permanent mistake that won't go anywhere. You've let her employees hear something about her personal life that affects her and not you. And people will do that. They will come into your world and then they will do things that affect you, and you try to tell them, don't do that. And they want to do it anyway. And when I started going live streaming, I was married. And, I didn't have any problems. My wife never, ever once said a word, never once walked in the camera, never once made a bunch of noise that would mess up what I was doing. And so when I had this young lady, I did the same thing when the young lady stayed with me. I didn't step all over into her while she's, doing her job. So when you're in a relationship and you're dating or whatever, ladies, you're deciding if this is going to be your leader. And then once that's and you really like them and you're pursuing them, you got to follow the leader. I speak for a lot of men. One thing we cannot stand is a woman want to be with us and don't listen. Like we just talking for nothing. Taking away our manhood, want to be petty and argumentative, which most time has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Don't do this. It's cut and dry. And it's up to the woman to get with somebody that you're agreeing that's his position. Why would you get with me and I can't lay the law down? That's confusing. What do you want to be with me for? What do you need me for if you know everything and I can't tell you nothing? What do you need me for? And I definitely don't need you because I can go find a woman that listens. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to go round and round with you over something simple. Don't do this. It's simple. Now, the fact you with me, you're supposed to say, okay. Even if you don't understand why, find out why later. But if you plan it, like I don't know what I'm doing, but yet you with me, you're a phony. Because why is you trying to date or trying to get with somebody that don't know what they're doing? You need to go find a man that know what he's doing then. Because nobody wants to be bothered with that. No hard-headed woman. Ladies, follow the leader. You want a man, you want to probably get married or whatever, all right, get in line. It's never 50-50. It's 60-40. Period. It's never 50-50 with me and no woman. It's 60-40. It's never 50-50. Period. Under no circumstances. Because if we in the house and we hear a window break downstairs, who gonna go down there? Me. That's not 60. If I'm putting my life on the line, I don't got more clout. Yes, I got more clout than you. You're 40. When there's no violence or nothing, you're 40, I'm 40. It's 40-40. When the drama kick off, I use that extra 20 to protect you, to put my life on the line for you, to protect the home, to protect your children. We not even under no circumstances. Period, ladies. I'm the leader. Point blank, period. And if I'm not the leader for you, let me get a queen where I'm the leader. And you got to go. Point blank, period. I'm not going to be arguing with you. I'm not going to be going round and round and round. No. I can get somebody else that's going to fall in line with the program. Because just like this, if we on the boat and the boat starts sinking, they're going to say, save the women and children first. I'm going to try to get my queen, get her in the lifeboat, get the children in the lifeboat, and then me last. So if the boat is sinking, I'm going to go last. I'm going to make sure you all safe first. So, okay, I go last if the boat's sinking. You want me to go last when it's floating too? I'm just trying to figure that out, ladies. If the house is on fire, I'm going to go last. I'm going to get y'all out, so I'm going to go last. But when the house ain't on fire, I'm last when the house ain't on fire, and I'm last when it is on. So I ain't never first. You first all the time? I'm only the boss when it's time to save your life? And then once you say you the boss, where they do that at? Make your mind up. You want to be the boss, stay single. Let me go find me a queen. Because everywhere I went, they always say king first. They say king and queen. They don't never say queen and king. They say boys and girls. They'll never say girls and boys. It's boys and girls. It's kings and queens. It's princes and princesses. In that order. Now, ladies, there's a difference in telling you how to do than what to do. Every time somebody's telling you how to do, that's not what to do. That's how to do. You have to distinguish how to do from what to do. Nobody wants to be telling you what to do. I've heard a woman say, I don't need no man tell me what to do. I've never seen a relationship where you at home and you just telling somebody what to do. Who in the hell does that? Why are you making up make-believe stuff? You come home, hey, babe, I'm home. She might be watching TV. You come out, start telling her what to do? No. I've never seen a relationship with no man just walking around telling his wife what to do. I've never seen that. In most cases, a man gives instructions if a woman got to do something she's not familiar with. In most cases. Like, Randolph, that refrigerator downstairs be acting crazy. Okay, that light bulb, it got a short in it. So when it don't come on, you got to turn it. Most time, that's the stuff men is telling their women, how to do something when she has a problem. I never seen my daddy tell my mom, Bessie, do this. Bessie, do that. I never seen that before. Women are typically not in a position to be told what to do. Men are mostly in a position to be told what to do because we'll throw our coat on the couch. And she's like, get that damn coat, Pharaoh, and hang it up in a real relationship. And so if there's a situation where your man is telling you something, what do you got him for? Where you don't want to listen. He said, babe, don't do that like that. Do it like that. Because this and this and this. You don't listen. You argue back and forth. I don't, he don't make no sense. He don't make no sense. But you want to be with somebody don't make no sense. Now make that make some sense. You want to be with me, but I don't make no sense. When I tell you what to do or how to do something, I don't make no sense. Seriously? So what I'm telling you ladies is take your time and pick a man that you're willing to listen to. If you're not willing to listen to him, if he don't got the qualities to tell you nothing, find somebody to do. If you think he's an egomaniac or this new crazy word that's being abused, a narcissist. And men, if you're with a woman and she call you a narcissist, dump her. Dump her. Why would she call you that? And if she, at early relationship, she call you a narcissist, she gonna be calling you that the whole relationship. Every time you try to tell her something. Every time you try to be dominant, she gonna call you a narcissist. You dump her. Dump her. She's already letting you know she hard-headed. She's a name caller. And she's gonna try to paint you in a bad light. And she don't like to listen. She don't want no leadership. She considers leadership narcissism. You understand? That's what she considers leadership narcissism. Dump her. What's the opposite of narcissism? Good question, right? Egoism is more or less the opposite of narcissism and often occurs due to fears of appearing narcissistic. Okay. All right. So the opposite of narcissism is somebody that's scared to be a narcissist. Narcissist. Hold on. In other words, it don't have no meaning. Egotism is a personality trait, often the opposite. It doesn't have a meaning. The meaning is it's the opposite of, you see the world we live in? You see the world we live in? The opposite of narcissism means the opposite of narcissism. That makes sense? I knew that was some new shit they made up. Narcissism is some new word they made up. They throwing it around in this feminine, where men is feminine, and it's designed to kill your masculinity. So anytime you masculine and dominant, they could use that word that has no meaning. Because if narcissism had a meaning, then the opposite word would have a meaning. There's no narcissist is a fake word. Doesn't exist. It's a word to tear down male masculinity and dominance and the leader of the household. How you gonna call my father narcissist because he's the head of the household? So it's a word that women could use now to be hard-headed and don't listen. Anytime they want to listen, you trying to tell her goofy ass what to do. You a narcissist. Okay, I'm gonna be a single narcissist. Get your stinking ass out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna be a single one. I'm gonna be a single one, or with somebody else. I ain't gonna be with you. I ain't gonna be with you. Attaching European fake words on people that ain't got no meaning. Y'all seen to look it up. It don't even got no meaning. It don't even have no meaning. Because every word got a meaning, got an opposite, and the opposite got a meaning. I looked up the opposite, and the opposite didn't even have a meaning. How is there a word where the opposite ain't got no meaning? The opposite is trying not to be a narcissist. Now, what that sound like? That's why that word just came from anywhere. That sound like some LGBTQ type concepts they trying to push on men, trying to make men feminine, trying to take away your masculinity. That means every lieutenant, corporal, and general in the military is a narcissist, ain't he? He in control. You think he in control. A 10 chunk. So if you go to the military, the commander, your commander is a narcissist because he trying to tell you what to do. But that's what his job is, to tell you what to do. So a supervisor is a narcissist. Your boss at the work, that's narcissistic. So anyway, people don't like narcissists. People don't want to tell them nothing. They won't do what they want to do. And if you try to tell them what to do, they call that narcissist. And they only want to use you when you're doing something for them they want you to do for them. They were only willing to listen when it benefits them. You know, man, you don't want to be with no woman when you're a man only when it benefits her. You do not want no woman like that. Men, you don't want no woman that only wants you to be a man to show off to her friends that somebody want her stinking ass. It's a bullshit word. Okay, there's no such thing as narcissist. Okay, just because a man trying to tell you what to do, how the hell is he not? Just because a man say, yeah, I'm looking good, I'm sharp. That's a crappy word. It's a crappy word that could be misused. It's a word that could be abused. That's what it is. Anytime you feel good about yourself, they could call you a narcissist. Okay, what's the opposite of hate? What's hating yourself then? What's low self-esteem? That's better than high self-esteem? So what's better, to love yourself or hate yourself? No, we live in a world where they want you to love the woman and don't love yourself. They want you to get her stuff for Valentine's Day and shower her with love and chase behind her, and she ain't got to do nothing for you. And then when you try to look out for yourself, you're a narcissist. Well, what the hell is the woman when she getting all these gifts? She ain't no narcissist. Standing in the mirror all day, combing her hair. Because they the ones love themselves. If you want to really pick between men and women, which one is really creepy over themselves, it would be the women. It wouldn't even be a man. If you really look at it, if somebody was obsessed with themselves in this country, it would be women. Point blank period. To the point you're going to get fake butts. You're going to get fake butts, all type of stuff. Spread lipstick on your lips because you want your lips a different color. You want your cheeks a different color. You want to straighten your hair. You want to do all this. That ain't narcissistic. See what I'm saying? It's a phony word designed to be used against men, but the meaning of the word fits women. And when you talk about Greeks, Greeks was LGBTQ. The Greeks, they said men became lovers of themselves. When they say men became lovers of themselves, it don't mean they loved themselves. It means they loved other men. So give me a professor, I'll dog him. So when they say narcissist is about a man that loves himself, no, they loved other men. Men became lovers of themselves, meaning men liked men. And the gymnasium was a place where Greek men used to take little boys and do what? It was called the gymnasium. So even the concept of men being lovers of themselves don't necessarily mean he loved him. It means he loved another man. So the Greeks, see, they playing with you. You gotta know knowledge like Big Pharaoh to know that whole concept. They even playing with you, playing right in your face. They playing right in your face. They playing right in your face when they tell you narcissism is men that love themselves, when they know that in Greek mythology, when they say men became lovers of themselves, that means men was having relations with men. That's what men lovers of themselves really mean. It does not mean you love you. It means you love another man. Is the real definition of a man becoming lover of himself. Look it up. It's in the Bible. It's in the last days, men became lovers of themselves. Facts. That's what it really means. We're trying to play. That's why the word just came from nowhere. You never heard that word until recently. Now people misusing it. So now the women gonna misuse it because when you try to tell her what to do, she gonna call you a narcissist. But always begging, always need you to do something for her. Why that ain't narcissistic? I gotta keep helping your ass. I gotta do all this for you. I'm not a narcissist when I go put gas in your car. You understand? And all that. So what I'm trying to tell the ladies is make your man up. Date a man and pick a man, and then that's the man. Stop picking a man, and then he not the man. He can't tell you nothing. Don't a man want you, they can't tell you nothing. And then don't nobody want to explain to you every time we tell you something. I shouldn't have to explain it. How you gonna say you love me or you like me? I say, babe, don't do that like that. Do it like this. And you're like, why? That just show you really don't respect me because you're supposed to be like, well, he ain't just telling me that for nothing. It's an insult for me to tell a woman something and she don't take it at face value. She just thinking I'm just telling her something for the hell of it. Now I got to give you a whole Bible verse on why. Girl, baby, bye. I need a woman. I say, babe, don't do that. She'd be like, okay. She might say, why? I say, because the left or right. She said, okay, whatever. If you say don't do it, don't do it. I'll figure it out later. I don't need nobody want to argue with me, but what? And this and that. Okay, you got to go because you a headache. Let me tell you something. Men, an argumentative, hard-headed woman will send you to the grave early. That's why men are passing away before women. Because you're sitting there arguing with them, driving up your blood pressure, messing up your heart rate, messing up your body. And that's why so many men now don't want no relationship. We just want to hit them, split them, and quit them. Because they're not teaching our daughters and they're not teaching our nieces and our young daughters how to be good women. Because a good woman is going to create a good man because she's only going to date him if he's a good man. And if a man can't get a date, he gonna change to be the type of man to get a date. So if you got a bunch of men out here that ain't no good, that's the women's fault. Because they must be accepting it. Because if they couldn't get no woman, they would change. Am I lying? You keep saying all these loser men out here. That's because the women is losers and they letting the men be like that. Not only are they letting the men they date like that, the average woman that I'll date that'll say something about me. You meet her son's a pussy. Facts. Soft, feminine. The average woman. That want to say something, if you ain't got a son, boy, go meet her son. Her son ain't gonna be half the man you is. Facts. And in these days, if it ain't your son, the baby daddy is in a lot of cases. So it's just like, listen, ladies, when you get with these men, find out what you looking for. What are you looking for in a man? Find a man you like, that you want to be with, but you can't turn around and don't listen to him, because now you don't make no sense. So you want to be with him, but he can't tell you nothing. You know everything, but you want what is his purpose? Don't nobody want to babysit you. Nobody want to be arguing with you. A lot of times, man, some of these women, it turned to a 45-minute argument over something that was basic. Do this. That's it. It could have been over with. No. You look up, you think, I don't want to be, this is going to be a headache. And the women is so bad now, they do that early when you're dating them. Early when they dating you, they show you all these bad signs. You're like, nah, I ain't gonna want to deal with this no 10, 20 years. You out of here. Is this what it's like messing with you? Oh, no, you got to go. I don't need no headache. And that's another thing, man. As soon as you see she a headache early, and now you went on ahead and stayed with her, she going to be a headache the first 6 months. She going to be a headache 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You're going to look up, you be like, dang, man, she always been a headache. And I just tolerated this. Because it ain't going to get no better. And women, stop being a headache early. What man going to want you? There ain't no man going to want you when they got to argue with you. They just met you. You be dating like 6 months. He got to start arguing with you already. He going to go home and think about, man, I'm tired. She wore me out with nonsense. Who gonna want you? All you got to say to some of these women is, babe, so-and-so. Nah, yeah. I can't believe you. You're a narcissist. Okay, she got to go. Call you back later. Hey, man. Girl, if you don't get the hell out of here, I don't want to hear that hang bang stuff. I don't want to hear that soft stuff, because you're going to go right back to nutism. You're not fooling me. Stop with the soft voice and all that. You gonna be on some nut shit. In the door. You do not. It's not gonna work. You're too hard headed. You don't listen. Can't nobody do nothing with you, and you're in the way, and you're bad for business. Cause see, when you're a businessman, you'll lose money. You understand? Whether it's legal or illegal. When I was in the streets, my woman was quiet and we had little things, but she did not get in my way of my hustling. She did not become a problem because I got to hustle. Because early in a relationship, when I see you too much of a problem, because the problem becomes a distraction with your job or whatever you do to make money. And if they're not smooth and flowing, they're going to mess up your money. You're going to lose money. Trust me. You're going to make more money by yourself than with somebody that's a stubborn, problematic mate. You don't need that. So I'm talking to the men and women. I'm giving the women game, like, women, y'all got to change. You got to be a good helper. You got to add something to his life. And you got to get with somebody that you trust when they give you advice. Why would you get with a man and he can't tell you nothing? He's supposed to tell you stuff. You, his woman. He's supposed to be trying to construct his woman to come into his life. We don't want you the way you was. You're not single no more. You married now. You got to make some changes. Young women, I'm telling you how I go. You want to be a man, you want a man, that means change. That's what it means. Just like he got to adapt. A man, we got to adapt. A man can't just get in a relationship and be the same way he is when he's single. He have to change. But the difference is he's still dominant. He don't got to change as much as her. She got to do the most changing. That's why she got to pick a man that she don't mind changing for his particular lifestyle. Don't pick me and my lifestyle over here and you over there. Because if you pick me, that means you finna come over here. Am I making any sense? You understand? Y'all understand what I'm telling you? When a woman pick a man, this her, this him, he gonna only come this much. She gotta come that way. That's just what it is. Now, if you don't want me over here, pick a man here or pick a man there. What you pick me for? This is where I'm at. What you pick me for? This is me. Now you picking me, you want this to be me. That's not me. This is me. You knew this was me when you met me. When you meet me, make your mind. Do you want to come over here or do you want to meet somebody right here and come to him? Maybe you should meet somebody right here. You don't mind going where he at. I ain't the one. But the women are pretend you the one that love you so much and are pretend. And then you get in a relationship. This you over there. I don't like you way over there. Da 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 da. Sometimes have a baby by you before she let you know she don't like where you stand in the world. She want to move you over here. And you're like, what? This is me right here. When you marry me, you take on my last name. I don't take on your name. If you're young and you marry my daughter, I give my daughter to you. So she got to go into your world. She cannot stay in my world. She will not be her last name will now be her middle name. And she will have your last name. But women don't live according to that. You're taking on his last name. You're going into his world. You're not. Stop trying to bring us in your world. Find somebody that's in the world you like already. Women, y'all got to stop liking a man in this world, but then want to bring him in another world. Y'all got to stop with that. You went out there, you knew he was a gangster, you knew he was wild in the streets, you knew that's what he do. Now you want to get him out some babies. Now you don't want him in the streets. But you picked him in the streets. You should have picked somebody not in the streets. Stop opening up your legs to just everybody, then deciding that ain't what you wanted to open your legs for. Keep your legs closed. You understand? Keep your legs closed. And follow the leader. You get with a man, he's the leader. If you don't want him to be your leader, find somebody going to be your leader. Because the only way you're going to get a man that ain't a leader, you ain't going to like him anyway. You're going to run over. You're going to run over him if he ain't a leader. If your man ain't a leader, you're going to belong to the streets because you're going to be with this one, that one, and that one. And you're just going to be old, washed up with a big body count. That haunts you for the rest of your life. You meet these women 40, 50 years old, got a big body count, they be all messed up over that. Been with too many men. Too much DNA been in their body. They say that DNA go and live right behind their eyeballs. That's what they say. They say that a woman have collected every man's DNA and it stay right there behind her eyeballs somewhere. I don't know how true it is, but this is what they say. They said, so if she been with 10 men, that DNA from 10 men, they say, be somewhere in her bloodstream behind her eyeballs. That's crazy, ain't it? I might look it up and talk about it in detail. I just heard it in past, and I'm like, dang. And they say it never leave. That them men be there forever in them. So that's why sometimes these women have these multiple personalities. Think about sometimes your woman, she one way, then she another way. That's probably them different men in her. I'm just saying. But I hope you young people learn from this, especially you ladies. Listen, find a man that you don't mind following. A man that ain't going to have you doing a bunch of crazy stuff. Don't get with no man that's got too many commands and demands. Get with a man that's cool the way you like him. And then that way, when he asks you something to do something, you don't mind doing it. You shouldn't mind doing it if he's not obsessive when you meet him and he asks you to do something. Why you just don't do it? Why he got to explain to you and you call him out, you his queen. You not his queen. He should not have to explain to you why. You know, I had a situation where I told a female, I said, don't do this. I had a great reason for it. You know, she wanted to know the reason and all that. I said, you know what? This was years ago. She wanted to know the reason. I said, this lady crazy. Somebody trying to give you advice for something got something to do with you, and you want to get in the third degree, but it ain't even for me. Okay, I tell you what, the hell with you and the hell with the whole thing. You go figure it out. See what I said? Crazy. It was something that didn't even have nothing to do with me. I'm trying to tell them what's best for something that got something to do with them, and they wanted to argue about it. I said to myself, this a fool. And then I started thinking to myself, oh, this one here, it's going to just be like that. That's why I'm still not really married, but I know some cool ladies, but I don't like to tell my business. So even if I was dealing with somebody, I wouldn't say nothing. And that's another thing. Women, you got to adapt to the man based on his lifestyle. I'm on social media, so I can't have no woman that want to be known for being with me because it's bad for business. When you're on social media, you have to keep everything private. Your children, everything, your parents. You can't be putting your people you associate with out here when you're on social media. So that's another thing. If you're a content creator stuff, you need a woman that want to stay out the way. You can't deal with no weirdo that want to be seen. Okay? So I can't deal with no woman that want to be seen at all. That's automatically you out of here. Because social media is dangerous. Social media, a lot of people don't understand about social media. Social media is dangerous. You must keep privacy. That's why when I show pictures of me with a woman, they old pictures that's irrelevant today. I don't show no pictures of nobody today under no circumstances. Right off the top, a woman cannot let nobody know that me and her is a couple. That's right off the top. I don't show my children. They all grown. Unless my children is doing something in the public already, I don't show them. I don't show them like that on social media. So I need a woman that don't want to be on social media, that don't be all on the internet. I don't need, once I see you an internet goofy, you ain't gonna cut it anyway. So every man needs a certain type of woman. And so women see what kind of man you dealing with and deal with it accordingly. And that's why I brought up the first story, because it's the same when your woman work from home. She don't want them people seeing you. It's a different lifestyle now when we work on the computer. So a lot of times if you got a woman that work from home, she way upstairs in a room towards the back and you way downstairs, so can't be no noise or nothing expose her to her fellow employees. She don't want them to know nothing. She want it quiet. The only thing they'll accept is if she got a baby come in the room crying, "Mommy," they'll accept that. But they ain't gonna accept no mate or nothing intruded into her working from home. No husband can't never be heard. If your wife work from home, they can never hear your voice or nothing, or see you or nothing, because she's supposed to be like she at work. When COVID came, they had to work from home. Well, if you work at the office, you can't see the husband. So when she at home, you can't see the husband. So this is just not just for me, this go for the woman too. If the woman working from home, ladies, if you working from home, you need a man that's going to respect that 100%. You don't need no man that's going to get mad at you and want to argue with you right when you're online with the employees and your supervisor, make you lose your damn job. Facts. And there's dudes that would do that. Ain't it, ladies? There's dudes that'll get mad at you and come in the room hollering at you while you at work on there talking to the supervisor and other employees. There's men that'll do that. That'll violate your job because he mad. I swear to God, we got some weird people out here don't respect people, hustle, how they work or nothing. They got men like that. Make you lose your job. Embarrass you at work. Now you go to work. Everybody know James busted in the room. See what I'm saying? Ruin your reputation. Some chicken head or some idiot dude. See what I'm saying? Especially somebody that's obsessed with being seen. You know, men, as soon as you see a woman that's obsessed with being seen, she ain't gonna work. Cause she gonna be getting in, she gonna be always trying to pop up in your other world. You gotta get rid of her. She ain't really riding with you. She not looking out for your best interest. She not protecting your privacy. See, if I'm with a woman, I love her, I'm gonna protect her privacy. I'm gonna protect her privacy. I'm not gonna invade her privacy for her job or nothing like that. I'm gonna go out my way. I'm gonna go out my way to protect what she's doing. I'm not gonna expose her private life, and she got to go to work all the time with these people. But you got people that will do that, and you brothers, if you're a content creator, you can't just go out here and mess with any of these women because if you break up, she's gonna go right on the internet. Yeah, I was with Pharaoh. Pharaoh did that, right? There you have it. You gotta make sure you don't get with one of them. And then when you do get with somebody and she's gonna get in it, make sure it's something where she'll be the one embarrassed and you won't be embarrassed at all. If she wanna go tell everything is about her being on her knees. It ain't about you. Let her go tell she was on her knees gobbling. You know what I'm saying? Or myself. You know what I'm saying? So you can be like, yeah, she was got you, so you can still be a G. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna make you look good. You know what I'm saying? But don't do nothing where she can make you look bad. Do something where if she go tell you still look good, you look normal. Don't put yourself in no position where now she can make you look bad. And that's what they'll try to do. They'll try to put you in a position where you look bad. You always keep them in a position. Watch the phone. They'll try to record you on the phone. They call you, what you doing? Say, nothing. Don't get on there talking to her on that damn phone. She might got another phone trying to record you. On a new relationship, you don't know her. She might be a hater. By the time you find you a hater, she play record, got all this weird stuff you've been saying. Don't say nothing to her goofy ass until she your queen and you know her. That's for you brothers is dating or just meeting a chick. Don't say nothing to her. Anything that you don't want in public, don't say it. I'm telling you, not in this social media. Anything that you don't want in the public that's going to make you look bad in the public, don't ever say it. I'm giving y'all real game right now. Don't say it because you live in the internet world now. Everybody got a phone. Everybody got Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. They all about putting everything on the internet. Everything. So you have to protect yourself. So that's why you got to vet and find you a real queen that loves her privacy, that's very respectful. You got to find you a real queen, not no idiot, not no emotional loser, and definitely not a attention whore. Telling you. Straight up. I hope y'all learn from what I'm telling you. And ladies, follow the leader. Follow the leader. You want a man? Follow the leader. He the leader, follow the leader. So that your life go right. My mother followed my father. My father was the head of the household. And because my mother followed my father, he didn't have to tell her much to do because she ran everything. but she ran everything in his honor. So if you came, it looked like she ran the house and everything. Why? Because this is him, and then she running everything, but she running everything for him. He don't gotta run nothing. She running everything the way that he cool with. So he's indirectly running it because she already know what to do. My daddy didn't have to step in and do all that. All you had to do was do the man stuff, cut the grass, rake the leaves, put the gas in the car, wash the cars, fix some type of plumbing or something. The toilet stopped up, sink. That's all the stuff he had to do. Because my mother ran the house in his honor. And she didn't give him a whole bunch of headaches when he came home and a whole bunch of who shot John when her husband came home. You hear my daddy and mama arguing all the time, but my mama some goofy chicken head, always picking fights. She didn't do that. She made sure that her husband could relax when he came around her. Who want a woman that is always all the time you see her? She ain't humble, nothing. Nobody want no woman like that. I can understand if it's like childhood problems. You know, we could deal with it. You might be raised, have certain childhood problems. We'll try to work with you because you ain't intentionally tripping too much. But you got to have some professionalism to yourself for this to work. So a lot of times if a woman got a good job or something, you could work with her because for her to be able to be a nurse or to be something like that, she know when to turn it on and turn it off. So you can work with her. She might have her bad days, but you know she's still a professional. You can work with her. But just any old chick out here tripping, if you find yourself early in a relationship, got to argue with her too much, always trying to straighten her out, that relationship ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? You can always tell early in the relationship. If you got to do too much back and forth with her, she upsetting you early, cut it off. It's not going to work because she's not going to change. This to the young brothers. She's not going to change. That's a headache with some type of mental something. They just don't know. She don't know how to be a good wife or add to a situation. All she could do is be confrontational. And many times you're going to be with a woman that want attention until it's time to have sex. She don't want attention when it's time to have sex. No, not tonight, not tonight, not tonight. She wants the wrong kind of attention. She wants to command the relationship and just be on some crazy stuff. So you got to listen to their childhood too. You know, you got to listen. You got to look the family, meet the family. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to vet these women so you don't get yourself in a big old mess. You mess around, get yourself in a big ball of confusion. Now, if you're willing to deal with it, I say go ahead and deal with it. If you love her and you're willing to deal with some of her quirky ways, then do it. But you draw the line with business. You know, if I'm in the music business, I got to go to the studio and you get in the way, you out of here. I ain't never had no woman get in the way. I got to go to the studio. I got to go out of town. I got to go on a tour with the rappers. She's cool with it. She's not going to get in the way of that. So you want a woman that's not going to get in the way of your business you try to take care of and stay the hell out the way. That know if you got a business meeting in the living room, she ain't coming out the bedroom. She know you only got 45 minutes. She going to say, oh, let me pee. Let me do everything I do before. What time he going to be here? She going to do everything she got to do and go in the bedroom so you can have your business meeting until you leave. Then she going to come out. Not no idiot that you trying to have a business meeting in the living room. Here she come all out. She can't sit her stupid ass down for 45 minutes. You don't need no woman like that want to be seeing some dummy that's bad for business. That's going to ruin your business. That's all she going to do. That's all she going to do. I used to have rappers at the house practicing everything. My queen never came out and said nothing or got involved with that. She stayed out the way. And when she did what she did, I stayed out the way. I stayed out the way. If her sisters and all them come by, I stay out the way. Let them do what they do. You got to know in a relationship how to stay out your mate's way. Let them have some space. Let them live their life. Stop intruding on their other part of their life. And stay in your lane. And don't be making them miserable. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane. Try to make things better for them. Try to pick up some food for them. Try to do something positive. And if you're a man and your woman want to start an argument, you're supposed to be trying to diffuse it. Ladies, if you feeling a little way and you say something to your man and he stir it up, get rid of him, ladies. He got feminine qualities. Because a masculine man, he going to try to calm you down. He not going to stir it up. If I'm dating you and I just meet you and you're on the phone and you get to tripping too much, I'm going to hang up. I'm not going to keep stirring it up. But the problem is if I have to hang up too many times, I ain't going to pick up no more. Because now it's you. If I got to keep hanging up, it's you. You know what I'm saying? It's you if I got to keep, I don't want nobody going to irritate me. I'm looking for somebody going to come in and make things better. I don't want no idiot. I don't want, because there's people out here, you can help them. You can give them money and everything, and they'll still act a fool. They still won't give you the rein. Like, man, this person is trying to help me. They'll try to argue with you, and you trying to help them. They ain't even got the respect to be like, man, this person try to help me. Let me listen to what they say. They want to argue with you and you helping them. You're like, this is a fool right here. Anytime somebody trying to help you and you still don't want to take advice for your benefit, you a fool. How should we go about vetting that's not invasive? All you got to do is watch them. That's all you got to do. All you got to do, G-Rock, is watch them. You're going to see it all. You're going to see, give it 8 to 12 weeks. You're going to see everything. 8 to 12 weeks, you're going to see everything. 3 months, you're going to see everything. Facts. Because she can't hide it. She ain't going to be able to hide it. She's going to do her best hiding the first 2 weeks. The 3 weeks, things going to start leaking out. Her defaults going to start leaking out a little bit. You might not pay no a lot of attention to them. The second month, more going to leak out. All you got to do is talk to her on the phone. The phone is the best place. Now you're on the phone. Once you feel like she knows, she's going to start telling you all problems. You got to listen real close. And when you listen to the problems, you're going to be able to pick up her involvement in her problems. You're going to be able to pick it up that these problems ain't everybody else. Either she's just going through something or she's behind it. And you'll be able to tell which it is. You'll be able to tell if it's just other people or just a bad break of luck or if some kind of way she's the problem. Then you could look at her living conditions. and everything, and you'll see it all. That's why you don't want to jump in too quick. You don't want to jump in full feet too quick. You got to vet them, and you do that. Just they're gonna tell you everything. Just start talking to them, and they're gonna tell you everything. And you just see how they live. What's their situation with their children, or if they ain't got no children, what's the situation with their parents? What's the situation with their brothers and sisters? They go if they constantly talking about their brothers and sisters ain't no good, this one ain't no good, that one ain't no good, right there, dysfunctional. Right off the top, you're like, okay, this is a dysfunctional family. Because when I'm talking to a woman, she ain't gonna hear me say nothing about my sister. What my sister got to do? My sister's married, an engineer, making like my husband. So I'm not gonna be bringing up my sister. But you talk to them, they're gonna be bringing up their sister, bringing up their brother, bringing up all these losers in their family. And you be like, I think you might be a loser too. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna tell you that right then, first thing you know is they talk too much. They talk too much. That's the first thing you know. Oh, if they'll tell me all this about their brother, or all this about their mama or their sister, they'll tell everything about me too. See what I'm saying? Well, a common question is I hear they ask these days is what's your relationship like with your family? Your relationship with your family? What relationship with your family? Because typically you don't got no real relationship with your family, not a good family. If you got a good family, you don't see them much. Only losers see each other all the time. Good families don't see each other like that. Facts. Good families is not up under each other. Only losers is under. I'm telling you, if you get a family and they all up under each other, that's a bunch of losers. Good families don't do that. Yeah, I hardly see my sister or my cousin. Every now and then, I went and checked on my mother and my father. You find some grown motherfuckers running under their family they grew up with. Them is that show you they losers right there. Ain't nobody raising no kids got time to run behind their mom and daddy and their sister. You got children. I gave you the answer right there. If the family dysfunctional, they're gonna be around them. If the family can function, they ain't gonna be around them. The only people be around is dysfunctional families. G right? Decent families, we don't be around like that. My sister and them just had their Christmas thing, and they all gonna go there for Christmas. They gonna all get together, my cousin all for Christmas. And then when they leave, they gone. They not gonna be around each other no more. My cousin probably go see my sister maybe 3 times a year. Our kids living their life. I don't see my kids. How I'm gonna see my kids? My daughter's an engineer way over there. My other daughter got a relationship. I seen my daughter a couple of weeks last week at the Ethiopian restaurant. She gone. She doing her life. I don't see her like that. She got a man. She ain't doing with her man. Ain't no daddy. My daughter not around her damn daddy. I raised my daughter to be a grown adult. She's being an adult. She's not no grown ass woman up under her daddy. When you get around families and they all up under each other, don't marry into that family. Listen, y'all. If you meet a family and they always around each other, don't marry into that. That's a nosy ass family that's gonna ruin your marriage because they're gonna be all in your business because the person in that family that you marry is going to always be running around with her other family, and you ain't going to have no woman or no man. Don't marry no woman that's always running around with her family. She cannot be a good mother, and she cannot start a good family. Yeah, a woman that's always, or a man that's always around his family cannot be a good husband and cannot be a good wife. They cannot build with you because they always running around with these other people. And that's not going to work with me. Because right off the door, I don't want to see your mama and them. I don't want to see them like that. I got to go. I don't want your mama and them at our door. We trying to start a new family. I wish I would be all up in my sister's house and her husband, and they got sons, and now they got grandkids. Man, I'm not finna be all up in they. Those is weirdos. Ladies, you meet a grown man, he always with his brother's mama. He see his mama every week. That ain't no man, that's a weirdo. Unless she's sick. But if ain't nothing wrong with her, where he got to help her and he run behind his mommy, he a grown-ass man? What's that tell you? Well, don't do that. That's not natural. That's weirdos. The idea is to start a new family. When my mother and them was alive, I went to see them every now and then. I had mail always still going to the house. I didn't want to keep changing my mail. So I go check my mail. Hey, Mom, hey, Dad, that's it. But I ain't have my wife all up under my mama and daddy like that. My mama spent most of her energy. The most visiting she did was my sister, but my sister's a girl, a female. So that makes sense. My mama ain't, I don't need my mama visiting me. Why I need my mama? I don't mess with my mama like that. What the hell I'm going to do with my mama? I'm a grown-ass man. I had a mama the whole time I grew up. I don't need no mama when I get grown. I need mommy. What the hell I need mommy? I got a wife already. What the hell I need with mommy? So I never ran behind my mommy. She was with daddy. Daddy got her. I didn't get involved with them until my mother passed away and my daddy was by himself. Then I moved in. That makes sense. But when it was mommy and daddy, they doing them what they need with me. They grown, they married. They was together before they had me. They don't need me under mommy and daddy. Daddy and his wife doing them. Son, I'm with my wife doing me. My sister with her husband doing her. Like mature adults. Ladies, don't no man want to be bothered with your family. He looking to start a new family. He don't want to see your mama. He don't want to see your sisters. He don't want to see your brothers. Nobody wanted to see them. So that's why when I get in a relationship and the queen got a couple sisters in them, they don't like me. They don't like me because it's, listen, don't be showing up over here. That'd be the whole vibe from me. Look, she not single no more. Go home. Go get you some business. This is not the whole hangout, okay? Go find you a man. Go do something. Go raise your little stupid ass kids. Why is you over here every day? Don't come over here like that. This your sister. Come see her every now and then. But we got children to raise. How y'all helping us raise these children? On top of that, cousins are ruining your kids. If You got some children, you're trying to raise them to go to school and be something. And your brother and sister or your sister's coming by with her kids that ain't nothing. They gonna influence your kids not to be nothing. Facts. I had a friend hanging out with his cousin and end up doing a substance and end up out of school a year where his cousin gave him some stuff and it was horse tranquilizer, almost killed him. You don't let your kids hang around their cousins. Because if your kids getting good grades and their cousins getting good grades, they ain't gonna have time to see each other anyway. Facts. Listen, if my children going to school getting good grades and my sister kids going to school, they ain't gonna see each other that much because they going to school getting good grades. They got a world. They ain't got time to hang out. The only people got time to hang out is losers. Keep your children away from their cousins. Because if they cousins own something, they ain't going to get to see them anyway. The only cousins going to be available is losers. The only cousins that's available for your kids to go visit every weekend is losers. That's a fact. You ain't going to find no go-getters, don't hang out. Good parents that's really a good, strong relationship, husband and wife and children, we don't do no lot of visiting. We already company. We are our company. We don't need what we need company for. Make it make some sense. My last relationship, we had my son, her son, 2 twin girls, and my daughters. 5 children up in there, 4 teenagers and a little one, and me and my wife. We don't need no company. We are a company. And I don't want to tell nobody business, but company turn out bad. Trust me. And that's relatives, haters, and all that. Relatives be haters and all that. Relatives that's not haters don't be up under each other. The only ones be up under each other is the haters. One minute y'all fall out, the next minute y'all together, the next minute y'all fall out, next minute y'all together. Decent families don't do that. They see each other Thanksgiving, maybe one of the summer holidays, maybe Christmas. That's it. You think my daughters came to town for Christmas? They're not coming here every Christmas like that. My one daughter probably went to see her other grandmother. Her mama's people this year didn't come see my sister. My daughter came up here and seen me like the week before last. She ain't coming back up here. She got a man. She probably with him and his family doing Christmas or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care nothing about nothing until she have a problem. She called me when she have a problem. Daddy on it. If life is going good, I don't need to know nothing. I don't need to know nothing from my children if life is going good. When I don't hear from them, I'm happy. Because that means life is going good. They know call me when it's a problem. I'm not trying to raise no invalids. I'm trying to raise them to be grown adults and to take care of their children, not to run behind their damn daddy. Make my children a cripple. So that's another thing. Families that's all up under each other, don't marry into that family. You're going to find a bunch of people in everybody's house and a bunch of people hanging around, a bunch of smoochers, and a bunch of people don't like each other. Like a man, he got a house, he got a wife, he got relatives coming there, he can't stand them. But that might be his wife's relatives, so he got to tolerate his wife's relatives. He don't want them in there. Now you dating his son, and now you got to be over there with his son and they mama and her weird uncles and relatives. A whole messed up conglomeration that's not going to help your relationship none. Seriously. So that's how you vet them. Listen for the losers. All you got to do is listen. They're going to tell you everything. And they're going to be trying to get you to do what they doing. So they on there, blah, 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 and then they're like, say something, say something. You know why they want you to say something? Because they tell all they family, personal business, and guess what they want you to do? Say something. And guess what I say? Nothing. Some basic conversation. I'm not telling you shit. I don't even know you like that. I'm just trying to get to know you. And even when I get to know you and you become my woman, I'm still not telling you shit because whatever they doing ain't got nothing to do with you and me. So I'm not going to discuss my parents with you, my sister with you, or nobody. That ain't none of your damn business. You know what I'm saying? What that got to do with me and you? That's how I am with a woman. Don't worry about my family. Bend over so we can have some more family. I'm trying to put some babies in you. I'm looking in the future. You understand? Because it ain't really, when you got a decent family, it ain't really nothing to tell unless you just bring up a whole story. There's not really nothing to tell. But if I did, let's say I had a brother and he was on drugs, I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't tell you my brother's business unless something just happened and you had to find out, like the phone call, it's my daddy and my brother that OD'd. Then I might be like, I gotta go to the hospital, my brother OD'd. I might tell you that. But once I go see him, I come out here like, how is he? I think he's doing all right. I'm not gonna keep discussing him because that got nothing to do with me and you. That got nothing to do with me and you. See, I come up from when, you know, my father moved up here. Him, his brother Uncle Oscar, his brother Uncle Sidney, and the other Stanley. Stanley passed away when I was still a little boy. And my Uncle Oscar and my daddy we would go and visit my Uncle Oscar and my Aunt Arlene like once a year, maybe twice. And they would come visit us maybe once a year or twice. My daddy never took us over my Uncle Oscar and Aunt Arlene house every week or nothing like that. Because Uncle Oscar and Aunt Arlene and their children, they was living a life. They had their own nest. They was doing what they do. And my father didn't invade their nest. We'll go hang out sometime. Well, I play with Tony and Gordon, and they had Richard, and we know each other, but we wasn't all up in each other's house. And sometime my daddy would just get with my Uncle Oscar and they'd go down south. And they'd just mix their family together every weekend. We up in Uncle Oscar and them house. Them people back then was really into privacy. See, a house was private back in the day. Your bedrooms was private. Your home was private. People did not like people in their homes. That was a no-no. Your home was your sanctuary. So our homes back in the day didn't have a lot of people in it. The only time it'd be a bunch of people is when the kids start getting around the fourth or fifth grade. They might have a basement and the kids can come down the side door and go in the basement and play ping pong and stuff like that. And there was a bathroom as soon as you go up the stairs. That way the kids didn't have to go all through the house. They could be in the basement. We'd be playing ping pong. They go up the stairs, pee, and come back down. They don't go in the kitchen. They ain't going in the dining room. They ain't going in the living room. They ain't going upstairs. The bedroom's upstairs. And the only way you could come upstairs to be in my bedroom, you have to be like my closest friend, almost like a brother to me. That's it. Richard, like Richard could come. That's it. And that's rare because he don't want to come up there either anyway. We didn't want to be in each other's house in the basements. They used to fix up the basement. We go in the basement, play records, play ping pong. That's what kids went in the basement, the backyard, the front yard, the porch, like that. But we don't be having nobody all up in our homes. Period. So that's another thing. You don't want to meet no woman and you look up, it's just a bunch of people in her home. Because now when you get with her, you got to deal with these people. Those is weirdos. You can't have no good relationship when there's too many people. The people were very private. Very, very private. Children played outside and in the backyard and maybe in the basement. Mostly outside. And didn't do the basement till you got a little older, sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade, ninth grade. You don't want to be outside. You want to be in the house listening to records and stuff like that. Cool. But you couldn't go up through the other part of the house. That's off limits. When we would go visit my Uncle Oscar, we'd be in the basement playing with the kids or in the backyard. We wasn't really all up in their house in the bedrooms and stuff. The parents would be in the living room, the children be in the basement or in the backyard. But where they sleeping quarters and stuff, black people didn't let nobody be up where they bedrooms and stuff and say, that's some new weird stuff. Back in the day, no, your bedroom and all that area was private. You couldn't just be all in people's houses like this new generation. You couldn't do that. And then my father told me, my father said, boy, when I get off work, what I do? I come straight home. Do I go across the street to the bar? When my dad used to get off work, he never went to the bar. He never went nowhere. And my daddy never brought one man from his job to our house. All them years he worked till he retired. My daddy said, I don't bring them men to my house. I don't go to the bar after work. I get off to work and I go home to my wife and my children. My parents did not bring people in our house over their children. And relatives visit it with respect every now and then. Relatives did not invade your home. You ever been with a woman, got a bunch of sisters, and every time you look up, they at the damn door? Because she been single. And so now you're in a relationship, now you the monster. Because you don't want them up in there like that. Like, y'all need to go move around. She with me now. She not no weirdo like y'all no more. She ain't no street runner like y'all no more. That's all over with. We trying to raise children up here. This is not no hangout. What do you want? What do you want? Why is you up in here? What do you want? You can't raise no children like that. You can't have no strong relationship like that. So you got to vet a woman, listen. And a lot of times if she's had a lot of problems, you can't necessarily fix that. That's going to depend on her age. If she kind of younger, you could help her. If she kind of older, you can't help her. She been like that how many years? You can kind of do something if they're in their 20s sometime, if they willing. You can make some changes in their 20s, especially if they have a baby by you. They can begin to change. You there helping the baby and you set the rules. But other than that, you have to have like regulations on what you're willing to accept when you get in a relationship. And you can't bring nobody in your relationship that ain't really helping you financially. Anybody that want to play more than they want to get money, they got to go. Because it's get money, then play. But they want to play, get money. Play, get money. And those kind of people is always broke, always losing their jobs. Bills is always behind. There's always some financial problem. And they're always on the phone gossiping about family shit. And you definitely don't want no woman hanging around with a bunch of single broads, chicks. As soon as you meet a woman, you're on the phone, and she talking about Kanisha and Deontay and Tracy and Denise, you already know. Because when you start dating her, them people gonna be all in your business. She ain't gonna get rid of them. She gonna bring you right into that hellhole. Then you look at her and you talking to her, and she's single. That's why you talking to her, right? So she's single and you talking to her, and she telling you about Denise and Karen and this one, and she's single. What they tell you? What that tell you? You talking to a woman. She telling you about Angie. You talk to a woman. You meet her. You talking to her on the phone. After about 2 or 3 weeks, you know certain women's names. She always bringing up. She always bringing up. She always bringing up Donna, 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 Donna. What that tell you? You just met her. It don't take no time. You know Donna. Donna, 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 Donna. What that tell you? Grown ass woman. That tell you she wants to bring you around her and Donna. She want to put you in that bullshit. So I'm not a G like me. Right off the top, I'm like F Donna off the top. See what I'm saying? Right off the top, F Donna. Right off, I ain't even met her. I don't like Donna already. I don't like her. I know you don't think we finna be a couple and Donna go. Who is Donna? Donna got to go already. Donna got to go. Donna got to go. And she don't got to go, but that's why you by yourself. And this is how a lot of women don't understand. It's Donna, 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 Donna. You get with her, she's Donna, 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 Donna. But when Donna get a man, Donna don't call her no more. Now, when she got a man, she's still calling Donna. She's still running behind Donna, right? But when Donna get a man, Donna ain't calling her. Donna start running. No, Mark. All Donna start talking is what you got to do for Marcus. Marcus this and Marcus that. Girl, I can't. I'm good. Marcus want to go somewhere. Bye. Click. Swear to God. Ladies, you got a man. Your girlfriend always calling you with your man. You with your man, she calls. She always on the phone. You spending time talking to this chicken head instead of telling her you with your man. And the only reason she calling you like that, she ain't got no man worth shit. But let her meet somebody she really love, and she ain't gonna call you. And you started times you ruin your relationship running behind Donna. And then when Donna get in a relationship, it's later for you. She's not finna call you. She got Marcus now. I see that how many times. While she's single and she ain't got nothing going on from dude to dude running through her, she all on the phone with you and your man there. She ain't got no respect. You got a man. Soon as she get a man that like her like you like yours, she ain't calling yours no more. Kick your woman to the curb. You looking at your woman crazy. You shouldn't have been running around with her. ruin y'all relationship a lot of times because a lot of men, we want to go. We don't want to be bothered with all that. We want to go. I just wanted to date you. I didn't want to date you, Donna, your mama, your auntie, all your auntie kids, your sister's kids. I didn't want to marry all these people. Some of these women, when you marry them, you marrying a whole bunch of losers. All the losers is now in your life. And you wonder why so many relationships fail. Because women got to learn to follow a leader. And I'm going to end this. Ladies, find you a man. Make sure he decent. Make sure he not no idiot too. And if he the man and you trust him and he got good advice, then follow him and kick everything else to the curb. You ain't got to kick your sister and them to the curb, but you just have to give them some space and see them every now and then. It's still your sister, but you can't be running to your sister's house every week like you used to. You got a man now. He not going to want you disappearing, running around visiting nobody like that. And he ain't going to want to meet him. And a lot of you women make a mistake. You go take your man around Donna and all them, and next thing you know, he knocking Donna's back out. Because you done took him there. Now you find out he a sleazeball. He going to run through your friends. You basically taking over there, introducing them somebody to cheat on you with. Basically, women be slow. Hey, this my girl Donna. Cheat on me with her. Real talk. Ladies, I'm finna go. I'm gonna tell you one more thing. Men don't like your girlfriends. If he don't like your girlfriends, that's the one. If he's cordial with your girlfriends and don't mind them coming back, he'll sleep with them. Because don't no man like your girlfriends. A real man that's going to be loyal to you do not like your girlfriend. A man that's cool with your girlfriends, she can come by, y'all all have drinks, he'll sleep with them. That's a fact. Ask any man. Any man that's comfortable with you with your girlfriends all the time, he'll sleep with them. Because real men is territorial. We don't like nobody around our woman. We want to bite you. Get away from them. Men are territorial. We don't want nobody around our woman. Not even our mama or none of them. No cuz or nothing. We circle the territory. We don't like nobody around our woman too much. We like the mama and the sisters if they showing up every now and then. We like that. But anybody around too much, they don't understand this ain't her territory no more. This is my territory now. See what I'm saying? She belongs to me now, and I'm the lion, and this is my turf now. My scent is in here now. Like how a dog go pee to mark his territory. I done marked his territory. What is you doing over here? You know? We like, we don't want nobody up in this apartment or this house over here. Ladies, the same with men. If you get with a man and he got all these dudes up in y'all coming to visit him, he ain't no good. Unless they doing business. If he ain't doing no business and that's your man, and he always got Frankie Moe and Skeety Moe up there, dump him. He's a loser. Because don't no men bring no men around their queen. Period. You can't come up in here. A man like that will cheat on you and everything. He got a bunch of cockhounds coming over there, and every time he go out with them, he's sleeping with everybody with them. Don't no man have no men up in his castle with his queen, period. Period. As soon as we get a queen and we down with it and I boycott, what you on, man? I'm over here with Jackie. What you gonna get into? I don't know, man. Probably nothing, but I hit you up, though. Bam, that's how we act. Bro, I call you, I'm with my queen. Boy, I'm not finna come hang out with your goofy ass. I don't like dudes. You know what I'm saying? Bro, what you, matter of fact, we're gonna give him a vibe. He keep calling. We don't call our, listen, when my boy get a woman and he in love and then he down with her, I don't call him like that no more. I'm telling y'all, real king stuff, real gangster shit. We don't call our man when he in love and he in a new relationship. We don't call him. We don't call him like that because we supporting his relationship. Yeah, man, go do your thing. We not going to be calling you. Ask any man. Soon as we see him, he in love, and he got a queen like that, we not calling him. Eventually, he'll come by with the queen, introduce her to my queen. They become friends. Most times, they become friends, but we still see each other rarely. Your queen don't get to hanging out with his queen like that, but they cool. They might go out every now and then because they know me and you cool. But it's some separation, especially when we got children. We got children to raise. We don't be up under each other like that. As soon as you see grown people under each other like that, those is weirdos. You can't build no family. They not family oriented. Ladies, you want a man that like privacy. That's your, ladies, when you got a man and he become overprotective, he don't like you around nobody, that's a husband right there. When he start acting all crazy, he don't like nobody around you, that's the one. He wants you. He don't give a damn about nobody. He ain't gonna like nobody but your mama and your daddy, and he ain't gonna like them if they come too much. The only person that can come a lot that'll get a pass is your mama. He'll give her a pass because that's mama. You know what I'm saying? And he'll treat your mama like she his mama. You know, hey mama, yeah, she back there. We cool with mama come by. You know, what we gonna do? It's mama. You know, mama gonna invade the crib. We already know that. You know what I'm saying? So your mama gonna invade the crib, but she can't come up here hating on me. She gotta come up here. I'm finna be your son-in-law. You hear me? So I hope y'all learn from that. Stay positive. And ladies, send those beautiful pictures. All right? Victory.